How well prepared do you think the average person is to deal with someone with mental illness?
Oh, I don't think the average person is ready to deal with most people with mental illness. You can tell that just by going in the grocery store and seeing a child throw a tantrum, and you hear people saying something like, oh, that mother should get that child in line, but they don't know if that child has schizophrenia or is not a mental illness but has autism, or there's so many other things going on potentially. And if you see that in an adult, there would be the same amount of judgment and lack of understanding from people.
NAMI, the National Alliance for Mental Illness, the Nebraska chapter, is instrumental in working with individuals and families and friends of individuals who are suffering from mental illness. And mental illness is, we felt, kind of a stepchild in terms of healthcare issues and being addressed and receiving resources needed. I was amazed to see that 22 veterans each day commit suicide as a result of mental issues, mental illness issues, and that 38,000 individuals commit suicide each year. And a lot of that is because of individuals not receiving the mental health support and resources that they need. We recognize that the state of Nebraska, as many states, have pressure on their budgets, but unfortunately mental health support has received a cut the last 2 years by the state of Nebraska, last year to the tune of $3.3 million. And that directly affects the number of people, individuals, families that can receive support as they deal with very difficult times in their lives.
Every year the Pastoral Care Department here at Countryside tries to bring in and sponsor 1 or 2 workshops that will bring information to members of the congregation that might be relevant to them or friends or family members. And NAMI was one of the ones that we brought in. The wonderful thing about NAMI is they don't charge anything, so it makes the workshop or the support groups, the classes that they do, accessible to everybody. So there was no fee to anybody. We had 60-some people there that day getting some really great information, and they weren't charged anything.
Professionally, I have people come to me occasionally who need help or resources, who do live with someone with mental illness. And now I know where to send them. And I was so thankful to have that workshop and just now have a much greater understanding of the life that they lead.
In addition to the many workshops and support groups that NAMI provides for members of the community, they're also great advocates for continued research on mental illness and also building a community for all of those, providing them with hope and keeping them in community with each other when they're in need.
I think that there's a lot of judgment surrounding people who have mental illness and not enough love and understanding.